So, I have no idea what's going on here, but it does not look good in any way, shape, or form. I think... Right, I'm trying to remember how camera doesn't work that way. Shinji? No, not Shinji. That Leo guy. Where in the heck did he go? I never thought he'd be the type to ditch class. Why are you people all okay with this? Man, where is everyone? It's like a ghost town around here. Things are getting weird. You're telling me my screen has gone static. Which means one of a few things. The main one being Slenderman is here, which we're not in Halloween. I don't like this. Oh hey, aren't you... What's with Leo all of a sudden? But after seeing that, I've had enough of this. Stay safe? What do you have to say? Ow, my headache has gone from terrible to worse. I'm freaked out. I'm like so totally freaked out right now. One of the girls is purple. Both of them are grayed out slightly. Prez, please tell me you know what's going on. Oh, our club's ace. Did you find out anything yesterday? The editor-in-chief is her usual cheery self. All I can think about is the pile of dead bodies I witnessed. No, I have to ask about myself. I'll ask her what my name is. Huh? Your name? Just look it up in the registry in the library. Yeah, the school's registry. It has everyone's names. Well, why didn't you just tell me what my name is? If I look at the school registry, it might jog my memories. I'll go to the library. I am super parched. Also, I was assaulted in class today. It wasn't fun. Basically, some students were harassing this guy, locked him in a cabinet. I tried to go help him out, and this bigger kid came up and pretty much tackled me to the ground, and my arms flashed against the CAD building, or not CAD building, tables for the computers. You want to see the registry of names? It's on a bookshelf in the library, I think. Anyway, so today's kind of been miserable for me, which is why I'm going to be recording this much later than usual, and probably uploading it tomorrow. Bookshelf. There's bookshelves all over. Ooh, wait, do they have manga here? These shelves comprise the sports and recreation section. Ugh, sports. There seems to be a number of books regarding some fairly obscure sports. Rules for international matches of kabaddi. I'm actually curious what kabaddi is. Having said that, give me one sec. I want to actually look into this. Kabaddi. Kabaddi is Kabaddi is a contact team sport played between two teams of 7 players each. The objective is the game. So a single player on a fence, referred to raider. There's a raider to run into the opposing team's half of a court, tag out as many of the defenders as possible, and return. So it's like, it looks like ultimate tag is what it is. Shelves comprise the cultural anthropology section. The titles of the books here are incomprehensible gibberish to the average person. Manga, please? These shelves comprise the religion and political science section. Oh boy. The titles of the books here are incredibly obtuse. Just the thought of reading one makes me drowsy. These shelves comprise the computer reference section. With the library getting a new computer, it seems like the books were moved here for easy access. Oh wait, there's a backside to these. Hold on. These shelves comprise the music section. All the books in this section focus on classical and composer only. These shelves comprise the literature section. It's nice to see such an eclectic mix of books available without even a whiff of censorship. Oh. Yay? These shelves are where all the school's encyclopedias go, naturally. There are a number of different reference books from every time and place here. Even the future. These shelves comprise the natural science section. Opening one, I see a picture of an old man researching perpetual motion machines in Hawaii. I guess one can only do their best. How is that natural science? I love how we're supposed to be like in danger and fearing for our lives because everything's going wrong. And I'm just kind of looking for manga. Who is this? This door must lead to the librarian's office. There's a sign posted on it. What's the sign? Okay. Search. These shelves comprise... Okay. I found it. Tsukimihara's Academy Student Registry. Once I read through this, I should be able to remember everything about myself. I open the book and begin turning pages. Immediately I notice something's terribly wrong. Pages are blank. That doesn't sound like it's up to regulations. Blank, 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 blank. Every single page was blank. I reached last year's school registry, and when I start flipping through the pages, blank, 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 blank. Oh no, the bullets are all blanks. What is happening here? Who am I? And just, what is this place? Hello? The person's gone. I don't like this. Okay, I thought I was stuck at a... The student council president is missing. Oh no. Hi, Leo. How are you doing? There's something wrong with this place, but more worrying is the fact that I can't remember who I am. As I wander the campus, I see Leo walking down a hallway on the first floor. As a transfer student, I can't see why Leo would want to visit any of the freshmen. I know one reason why. Also, there's nothing but a dead end up ahead. I wonder what Leo was really up to. What's with the music change? Let's go check the chapel. Do I want to deal with Shinji or do I want to go find Leo? I don't have the patience to deal with Shinji. But... fuck it. Screw it. Sakura! Sakura! Oh, it's you, brother. I heard that you skipped archery practice again. What in the hell is wrong with you? I'm sorry, brother, but You've embarrassed me again. How many times must I repeat myself, Sakura? Are you stupid? I mean, if you keep listening to others instead of me... Wait. Shinji, if you've been laying hands on Sakura again, I will beat your punk ass. Did I call you my little sister? I don't have a sister. I mean, I've always wanted one, but... And recently things have been kind of flaky. Gah! Damn it! What's this weird feeling? Ah, brother. You appear to be experiencing fatigue. Inserting apology text. Error detected. No, Sakura, why? Please maintain a calm demeanor, brother. Please relax. Inserting reassurance text. Error detected. What's up, Shinji? Whatever is the matter, brother? Select desired sister personality. Things will get worse if you don't decide, but any choice you make will be the wrong one. Bruh, bruh, bruh. So why not totally lose it, brother? Calm down, brother. What in the... What's going on, damn? What's going on? Damn, everything is going haywire. Why am I suddenly switching? Brother, wait. Cease forward progress. Male relation construct, brother. Sakura Mato's speech begins to skip and repeat, almost as if she's a malfunctioning robot. It's like she was reading from a script rather than engaging in a normal conversation. I mean, in reality, aren't we all just reading from an imaginary script in our minds? It wasn't only the incredible fleeing Shinji of the robot Sakura that was going insane. Vertigo overcomes me as the school starts to waver. Something strange is happening to the world. 'Cause this place is fake! Wait. If the system's... Oh, God. If the system's doing a purge... Oh, there's gonna be a lot of dead bodies. Wait, what? Where'd you go? This room, A1. Ugh. Even though no one is around, the silence is so absolute that it's somewhat unnerving. Wait, what? I suddenly have this weird feeling that someone or something is up ahead in the hallway. Who, for some reason, is examining the wall at the end of the hallway, with almost excessive interest. The attention to detail is quite impressive. Even the surrounding air is surprisingly substantial. If that is the case, this world is in some ways more real than the real world it represents. But that's just my opinion. How about you guys? What are your thoughts on this? In that moment, it feels like my heart skips a beat. Almost immediately, my blood pressure skyrockets along with my body temperature. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. My pulse is like an explosion in my ears as my blood races through my veins, and the reason is clear. Now Leo, has turned to face me. I now know for sure he's talking to me, as there's nobody else present besides the two of us. Greetings. I believe this is the first time we've had an actual conversation. I don't feel any sense of hostility from Leo. In fact, his smile seems genuinely friendly. His smile has the same effect on me as the rising of the morning sun. Warm and comforting. Don't trust him! In addition to his smile, his presence is inviting and inclusive. I find myself almost drawn to him. Oddly, my worries have vanished. All I can think of is doing as he says, as that's the only way to— Whoa, that sounds like mind control magic. My mind feels like it's in a haze. It's like Leo is controlling my thoughts in some way. Attending school wasn't half bad. I've never had the opportunity to go to one before now. In that respect, this has been quite an interesting experience. However, the time for fun has come to an end. I did not come here to play at being a student. No matter how enjoyable the detour, eventually one must return to their appointed path. And for me, the time to do so has arrived. With those final words, Leo turns his back on me. Farewell. No, that's not quite right. I don't think farewell would be accurate in this situation. For reasons I cannot explain, I have the distinct feeling that we will see each other again. So I guess I should use the more congenial "see you later." Well, it's time for me to move on. I wish you the best of luck. What the hell?
With those final words, Leo disappears. It's like he ceases to exist. One moment his hand is on the wall, the next, he is gone. The young man in front of me seems to disappear before my very eyes. I want to say reality rejected his existence in it. Excuse me. But it feels like it was the opposite, that he refused to be constrained by it. wasn't any special ability that allowed him to do so, just his strength of will. With his departure, I feel as if a great weight is lifted from my very being. And rather than being a cause for concern, it brings a fundamental question to my mind. Who am I? As the question pops into my head, it begins to take on a life of its own, searing my brain. I investigate the wall that Leo disappeared through. It's just a concrete wall at the end of the hallway. About the only thing on the floor is dust. But I'm positive there must be something here, because Leo walked through the wall. It would be so easy to turn around, go back down the hallway, and pretend nothing happened. There are still things I need to know. I have no memories. That means I've never had anywhere else to go but here. No place to return to. What was it that Leo said? No matter how enjoyable the detour, eventually one must return to their appointed path. That's what he said, didn't he? Then beyond this wall lies the appointed path, and the truth. If I follow him, I'll learn the answers to my questions, even if those answers are painful. But ignorance is bliss. Do I have the fortitude to face the truth and accept it? I really want to say I don't want to know, but at the same time I didn't save, so I want to know. Something's different. Down to the floors and the walls, the school has changed the very substance of its being. For some reason, reality cracking this way is intensely disturbing. This world around me is more real than a painting, but not even as real as a sandcastle. I feel like it's so brittle I could tap it, and the echo would shake this whole world. Where the boring concrete wall once stood, now there's a doorway that I can freely walk through. It's an entrance, no, an emergency exit, like stairs to the outside. It's not something of this world. I have no doubt that the world the door leads to is utterly alien. Whatever awaits inside, whatever shape it takes, there's a certain sort of finality to seeing it. Ultimately, I've already committed to this path. I bid farewell to the false world and take my first step along the appointed path. Can I save? What? Where am I? Um. Hello? Beyond the door seems to be a dismal-looking scrapyard. Out in front of me is the smooth-skinned effigy, while trying to figure out exactly what to do with it. It attacks. Welcome, potential master. A voice comes out of nowhere. That effigy with you is your sword and shield for what lies ahead. It will move in response to your commands. Now then, please proceed. The truth that you seek lies ahead. The motivations of the owner of that voice worry me, but it's obvious I won't learn anything by standing here. Also, there's no longer a path by which I can return. I have no choice but to head into the darkness with only this strange doll as protection. Can I choose what the doll looks like? Please? Oh, maybe I do? I made it. Within the deepest depths of the world beyond the door. This place must be the goal I'm supposed to reach. At least, that's what I thought. It's stifling, the aura of purity that seems to act as a ward against corrupted souls who try to enter. Wait, are we in heaven? The feeling is familiar. It has the feeling of a chapel where the spirits of the deceased still linger. Is that me? That's me. At first I didn't notice, being overwhelmed by the grandeur of the room. but to one side is a young man in a familiar uniform, lying still on the ground. I call out to him, but there is no reply. I shake him in an attempt to wake him up, when I notice he is stone cold. I go as pale as the corpse before me, and I can no longer think coherently. All I can do is stare in bewilderment. It is at this moment the fallen effigy lying next to the male student comes to its feet with a clatter. Before I get a chance to make sense of what's going on, it suddenly twists around and comes right at me. Oh. It's a fight. I don't think I have any control here, but it's kicking my ass. I honestly have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. Wait, alternate reality. What? Oh, I'm dead. Well, that's the end of the series. You seem to be lacking as well. I didn't stand a chance against that thing. It seems I wasn't qualified to be here. Me? Qualifications? That's right. I should know everything by now. The truth has to be here. But now everything's going dark. I'm not even really scared. The only feeling that remains in me is regret. Even at the very end, I was unable to remember anything about myself. Someone, anyone, if you make it beyond here, please don't forget my name. Oh, we're actually dead. We are actually dead. Wow. Wait, I saw Tamo. Can I have my holy fox, please? Like, sure, I'll play with Neo a little, but please give me Tamamo. That's literally the only reason I'm here. The story has ended. But what about yours? Before you write your own story, choose the vessel of your power. A magical fox girl, let's go! Caster, a half-demon shaman clad in revealing robes. This servant is for players who want to be challenged for facing true adversity in battles. Is this difficulty setting? Am I gonna go all the way? I'm going all the way. Let's go! Oh, I'm gonna regret this. Where's the belfry? Oh, okay, we've heard that. Let's go! Oh. I always awaken very abruptly. I don't even think I dream. I suddenly find myself walking to school. My headache worsens day by day, until it finally buzzes in my head like an alarm. That day, in potent numbness, I wake up twice as fast as normal. I walk to the schoolyard. It's clear and cloudless. 7:30 a.m., but what season is it? When I try to recall what season it is, I start to get so dizzy I almost pass out. I may wind up back in bed if I let go and faint. For some time, I've been embracing a rush of useless information. The normal stuff you'd see at a school, like the hustle and bustle of my classmates. Excuse me. By the entrance. It hasn't changed. It hasn't changed. When I push through the thought, my field of vision fizzles. Today, there's a crowd of students milling in front of the school gate, and more are being directed that way. As to what's going on, there's a boy in a black uniform in front of the school gate. He's my friend. As I recall, he's Issei Ryudo. As I recall. I remember this from the first time. When Issei notices me looking at him, he pushes through the crowd.
Good morning. Lovely weather we're having, don't you think?
Why do you look so surprised?
We announced at last week's assembly that this month the student council would strictly enforce school rules. He runs through his spiel as if this was the first time he'd ever disclosed the information.
I already know this. I know it. I already know it happens. It's happened more than once. I'm seized by a headache. I'm so dizzy I feel like I'm being forcibly logged out of my consciousness.
First, let me check your student ID. I shouldn't need to remind you, but it should be on your UmU'd times. I haven't seen my student ID in years.
My login ID is being checked. So obvious now. I answer clearly to the question that usually makes me go dizzy.
Mail. Alright, now we're in the real meat and potatoes. Confirm. Oh. Wait. What? No. Stop. Frick.
I wonder if there's enough space for a Vanguard. We'll try. Or can I? No, I can't. Okay. Kix Vanguard. And for nickname, Kix. Yes. Great. There's no telling when an emergency might occur, and it will help if you have your ID. Sorry about that. I feel nauseous, and I know it has nothing to do with what I ate for breakfast this morning, like every other morning. I feel nauseous because of the world around me. It's repeating itself over and over, and that's making me sick. Now, for the uniform inspection. Collar, check. Pant hems, check. And your socks, check. I want him to get out of my way. I want this repetition to stop. I push him aside and go forward. I'm not nice about it either. Next is the contents of your bag.
notebooks, textbooks, pencil box, not even a whiff of contraband. Your nails are evenly cut, and your haircut is sensible. Indeed, quite remarkable. You're a model Tsukimahara's Academy student. He keeps on talking loudly, even though he's facing no one. I have a headache. I'm shivering. I know one thing for sure. I want my fox. This is wrong. This is not the school I know. It can't be. I have to go. I have to hurry and wake up, or else it will be too late. But who am I awakening for? For our holy fox that awaits our awakening from slumber. My anxiety and headaches are only getting worse. Afternoon arrives while I desperately try to find a way to escape this bizarre situation. As is now the norm, my vision is overlaid with some kind of unnatural distortion. Uneasiness, futility, emptiness. I want someone to explain it to me. Explain to me the true nature behind all these feelings. Hey, me too, buddy. I don't know what any of them mean. There must be a key somewhere. Something that will have the answers to all my questions. I know. Let's go downstairs. Wait, why are we on the 3rd floor? Oh, wait, no. The moment I step foot on the 1st floor, my feelings of unease intensify. There's a student wearing a red uniform. Leo, the new transfer student. The instant I lay eyes on him, I immediately feel intimidated and humiliated. There's also someone trailing behind him. Looks like one of my classmates. Wait, are all my classmates just copies of myself? That would make Shinji like the jackass copy. I'm a little scared now. The more I think, the more I realize that Leo isn't the only anomaly I've ever come across while on campus. There are others. There are other things that seem, well, off as well. Also, we've gone over half an hour, but I want my fox, and we're getting it. It's becoming clearer now. There are people who shouldn't exist, students that mysteriously vanish. The fabric of reality is coming unraveled. Don't turn away now. What is the truth? Don't turn away now. What defines the world you know? Don't turn away now. There is a reason why you're here. Come, do not allow yourself to close your eyes to the truth. To the truth! I will get Tamamo no Mei. Leo and one of the guys from my class are talking in the hallway up ahead. The attention to detail is quite impressive. Even the surrounding air is surprisingly substantial. If that is the case, this world is in some ways more real than the real world it represents. Wait, are we watching ourselves from the past? This is confusing. How about you guys? What are your He knew! That's why he said guys. Because he knew we were... Okay. So he knew that our former character... You can't see where I'm pointing, obviously. But he knew the guy that's grayed out right now was our past self. And our current self, is watching the past from the future. I'm confused. This hurts my head. But it's fate, so that makes sense. Guys, for a moment it feels as if he's including me in his comment. However, Leo begins speaking to my classmate, seemingly oblivious to my presence. Greetings. I believe this is the first time we've had an actual conversation. Leo gives me a smile with no hostility. However, I have a suspicion that there's something malicious behind his smile.
attending school wasn't half bad. I've never had the opportunity to go to one before now. In that respect, this has been quite an interesting experience. However, the time for fun has come to an end. I did not come here to play at being a student. No matter how enjoyable the detour, eventually one must return to their appointed path. And for me, the time to do so has arrived. With those final words, Leo turns his back on me. Farewell. No, that's not quite right. I don't think farewell would be accurate in this situation. For reasons I cannot explain, I have the distinct feeling that we will see each other again. So I guess I should use the more congenial "see you later." Well, it's time for me to move on. I wish you the best of luck. Leo said as much, even going so far as to look in my direction. For some inexplicable reason, I'm not surprised that Leo knew I was spying on him. Trying to get things straightened out in my mind when Leo suddenly disappears. And I soon follow. The student who is following him also disappears after touching the same spot on the wall. At the same moment he vanishes, my vision distorts, and the shock threatens to overwhelm me. What is going on here? I wonder if this place is the source of my unease. Charge! Like him, I place my hand on the wall, expecting to be drawn in. I see now that the way to the truth, to why I have these feelings, begins right here. I want to know. The atmosphere changes. There's a doorway, an entrance, where the concrete wall used to be. It's not something of this world. There's no doubt this door leads to someplace unfathomable. I bid farewell to the false world and take my first step towards the truth. An entrance to another world. Beyond this door, the previous statement perfectly describes the view before me. Walking behind me is my strange, silent attendant. It is to be my sword and shield for what lays ahead. A disembodied voice suddenly confirms my thoughts. Although I have yet to learn anything, I need to do something besides stand here. Can I actually move? At the very least, there might be some clues to this bizarre experience up ahead. I have no choice but to head into the darkness with only this strange doll as protection.
Isn't that what we did last time, and it ended horribly? You know what? We're gonna keep going. Country road, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama. By request of the family members, I have been ordered to give a accent. Country road, take me home to the place I belong. Oh, we're done already. Shame. I was just getting into it. Wait, are those Oh no. No longer a typical school campus. The floors and walls, the air, even the aura are slightly off. It wouldn't surprise me to see a monster pop out from the shadows.
It's very much like a dungeon here. You don't say. Welcome, potential master. Is that you, Archer? With a shocking suddenness, a voice begins speaking. It sounds like it's coming from the empty sky above. If you are looking for answers, you must reach the goal. Now please, step forward into the light.
I still don't have my fox. I'm really upset, guys.
The illuminated cube in front of you is called an item folder. Inside of it is a farewell present of sorts for those about to face the coming trial. Touch it to open it.
That's suspicious, but okay. But obtained ether shard. I can't really control the camera.
Before you is an enemy program. It is programmed to attack on sight. Touching it will initiate a battle. But you won't actually fight as you are too fragile. The effigy given to you will fight in your stead. If your effigy is ever destroyed in battle, you will no longer be shielded from harm. To put it bluntly, you will die, so be very careful in battle. But there's no need to be afraid. For now, just do what I say, and you'll be perfectly safe for the time being.
Is that a skeleton of a dragon in the background?
First off, why don't I explain a little bit about battles? First of all, there are 3 basic commands that you can issue in battle: attack, guard, and break. With each turn in battle is composed of 6 actions, and you'll need to tell your effigy what your strategy is to be. Battles are divided into turns, with 6 commands being issued each turn. Once confirmed, they'll be executed all at once. The enemy before you should be quite easy to defeat, as it will only perform break. Break, which is focused solely on power, shouldn't be much of a problem against attack. Now, use the attack command to destroy the program. Use the directional buttons, choose a command, and press X. For 6 attack commands. Okay.
Fine, I will. Kill the Watcher, for we are the one that watches the Watcher when the Watcher is not watching.
So, how did it go? One thing to know is that in each turn, you'll have to plan a series of 6 moves that will defeat your foes. The goal is still far ahead. If you must bask in the afterglow of your victory, do so while moving forward.
You can overcome break by using the attack command, and you can overcome guard by using break, and then overcome attack by using guard.
Oh look, here comes another program. You seem nervous. Perhaps you're anxious about fighting in another battle? Do not be alarmed. That enemy isn't strong enough to harm you. It is programmed to only use attack. While attack is a potent action, using guard will allow you to defend and then counterattack. Guard can be used to reduce the damage caused by an enemy's attack, but I trust you know this.
Guard will not only block an opponent's attack command, but unleash a devastating counterattack.
Now that you know how this battle will unfold, use the appropriate command to defeat the enemy's program.
I don't know why, but my character's face looks so odd. That is some leg strutting, wow. Wham.
Yes, that's exactly right. As you may have already noticed, performing 3 successful actions in a row results in a chain. By performing multiple chain attacks, you can perform a devastating follow-up attack on your opponent. If you land 3 strikes in a row, you will perform an extra attack, which is a special additional attack. While doing multiple chain attacks in the heat of battle may be difficult, the results make it worth the effort. Now please, proceed.
I want to say this is Unlimited Blade Works, but there's a dragon skull, so I'm not sure. Yeah, so oh. Camera controls are not with the joystick, they are with the right and left bumpers. This is good to know. And let me guess, this guy will only do guard. You should be used to the fundamentals of battle at this point, but I'll walk you through this one last time. This program will only use guard, and do nothing in battle but defend against harm. But no matter how stout one's defense may be, it will be for naught against the break command. Yep. So, rock, paper, scissors. Remember, always use the appropriate command for any given situation. You have been through 3 battles, and have used the attack, guard, and break commands. Someone as intuitive and observant as you must have already noticed this. Each of the 3 attacks balances each other out, creating a situation where no attack is dominant. Yep. What I just covered is the absolute basics of battle, and the minimum info you will need to know. Once you master the basics, all that's left is to test yourself in battle and gain valuable experience. Now please, proceed. Where's my fox? Also, I was right, that is most certainly a skeleton. That's a mosasaurid, I believe. Yep. Yep, those are ammonites, which are alive. Somehow. All of the enemy programs you've faced so far only used one move, which won't happen in a real fight. Like you, your enemies will choose their actions based on the situation and general observation. Their actions will be very difficult for you to predict at first. As you face the same enemy multiple times, you will be able to read their tendencies and patterns accurately. When you first enter a battle, your opponent's moves will be mostly hidden from you. Being able to guess your opponent's move with only a limited amount of info is the key to victory. So in this case, I'm gonna guess break, guard, attack, and then break, guard, attack. Although considering your lack of fighting experience, I may be expecting far too much from you. But anyway, please try your best. Watch this be secretly Tomo, and I'm just giving her a really deep voice. Oh, I'd hate that. Okay, so attack, attack, break, attack, attack, break. I can only really guess here. Attack, attack. I was right. Good job. Alright then, please proceed to the final room. But I want to stare at the ammonites. Oh, this looks lovely.
made it. At the end of a very long road, after going through a door that suddenly appeared in the wall, the oppressive air of this place, where the spirits of the dead still linger. Here's my goal. That's what I thought.
Oh, look, it is me, dead.
Further in, it appears as if someone had collapsed. When I look into his face, it's the student who was following me, Leo, just now. I call out to him, but get no reply. I shake him in an attempt to wake him up, but he is stone cold. I go as pale as the corpse before me, and I can no longer think coherently. All I can do is stare in bewilderment. It is this moment.
Oh, hello, you.
The fallen effigy lying next to the male student comes to its seat with a clatter. After having to fight several enemy programs to get here, it's obvious that this thing is an enemy as well. Without warning, it suddenly twists around and comes right at me.
Slowly walking over. Yes, but now I know how to fight. Let's try this. Okay, I made a slight error. I made a horrible mistake. Okay, so it's guard, guard, attack, guard, guard, attack. Nope. It was attack, attack, guard. I was wrong. Great. And I'm dead. I didn't save it all. Oh no.
You seem to be lacking as well. I can hear the sound of a distant voice. The time has come. With your inevitable loss, I will consider this round of preliminaries to be over. Farewell. I pray you'll find peace in your annihilation. That is the voice's final words to me. I don't have the power to protest. All I can do is stare at the floor. I think I'm gonna die here. Suddenly, at the edge of my now hazy vision, a number of brown-colored lumps seem to rise from the ground. Actually, it might be that I just noticed them now. They've been there from the beginning, for all I know. Those lumps are the bodies of an untold number of fallen Tsukimiya Academy students.
Oh. I'm not sure if this is supposed to happen.
The guy before me wasn't the only one to fall. All of the others made it here and died, unable to do anything. And in a very short while, I suppose, I'll become one of them.
Oh, no, you won't, because I know what's going to happen next.
Maybe I should just close my eyes now. I did all that I could, so maybe it'd be better for it to end now.
I refuse to give up.
I refuse to give up. I summon all of my strength in an attempt to get back on my feet. However, as I try to move, an unbearable intense pain shoots through my entire body. If that's how it's going to be, no. If this is...
I still refuse to give up.
I don't want it to end like this. I cannot ignore the intense pain coursing through my body. I've reached a point where I no longer see stars as my eyes feel like they're on fire. I feel like all 5 of my senses are being ripped from my body. I'm afraid. I'm afraid of the pain. I'm afraid of losing my senses. I'm afraid of becoming a corpse. And the most terrifying thing, disappearing without a trace for any reason at all. It's not right that I disappear here. My consciousness, shot through with waves of distortion, screams out against the injustice of it all. What was the purpose of suffering through those headaches, just to fade away here now? What were they all for if I just fade away here and now? I refuse. I have to stand up. It's okay if I'm scared. It's okay if I'm in pain. I have to rise above all of that. Because I have yet to fight of my own volition and on my own terms.
その魂ちょっと待ったしばらくどこの誰とか全然存じませんがその同国その頑張り
It's Tomo!
他の神様が聞き逃しても私の耳にピンときました浮かぶ御霊の神もご承覧あれこの人を冥府に落とすのはまだ早すぎだってこのイケメン魂きっと素敵な人ですからちょっと私にくださいな
Wait, who said that? Please? The sound of breaking glass is accompanied by a light cutting through the gloom. I managed to move my weary body and aching head to see what's happening. I didn't notice before, but something was slowly rising up from the floor in the middle of the room. That form. Yes! Ah! Oh my god, you are cute! Its appearance isn't much different from that of a human being, but something was different. Clearly so. I wonder what. The power emanating from it transcended that of any human, or of any enemy I faced in getting here. An awesome power that seems as if it vaporized anyone it touched, swirls within my body, almost against my will.
岩ではなくとも即参上犬猿両母から両妻狐のデリバリーにやってきました
Ah! I'm so happy! Oh, look at the twitching ears. I missed you, Tomo.
あ、なんかドン引きしてませんあなたが私のご主人様でいいんですよねやったー契約成立よろしくお願いしますねマスター何を隠そうこのいえこの私ご主人様みたいな人のサーバントになりたいってずっと思っていたのです
I am both laughing, crying, and making cute noises off screen, because this is adorable.
ちょっと性能はピーキーなんでマスター的には不満かもしれませんけど精一杯頑張りますから
I missed you, Tomo. Whoa. She takes a hold of my hand and helps me to my feet. From the hand she had grabbed comes a sudden warmth, and then a sharp pain, like I've been cut by a knife. On the back of my hand, as though tattooed, is a strange symbol that looks like some kind of crest. Totally confused, I alternate between staring at the mark on my hand and the person standing before me. And then... Oh right, a noise behind me brings me back to my senses. The thing trying to kill me. Turning around, I see that the effigy from before is still there, now in a fighting stance. I wince uncontrollably, recalling my previous defeat at its hands. Master, if it isn't any trouble, would you please leave this to me? Kill it, Tomo! I will obliterate that worthless wooden toy and erase any trace of its existence from this world. Kill it!
サーバントの力見せちゃいますね
Kill it with your cuteness and magic
お
mirror.
人形さん見え見えですよ
Alright. Martoon, also that was adorable. Guard. Attack. Break. Attack, attack, attack. Fight.
バリバリ呪うぞそれ 私
So cute. I don't care if it's increases my adversity. This is too adorable. So, attack, 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 attack. Fight. Good job, Tomo. Head pats. Very many head pats. Battered effigy stops moving. There's no way it'll still function after being effectively torn apart. I mean, she did say she was going to do that. Thanks to you, my dear master, I was able to win while only using 5% of my power. She only used 5% of her strength. She continues to talk. However, the sound of her voice doesn't quite reach my ears. The heat coming from the mark on my hand grew in intensity during the fight, and the resulting pain has become unbearable and burns through my consciousness. The mark imprinted onto your hand is the command seal. It is proof that you hold dominion over a servant. You can use it to give 3 orders that must be obeyed. Think of them as disposable strengthening spells. It is also proof of your participation in the Holy Grail War. If you lose it for some reason, you will die. Once again, I hear that voice. I somehow manage to ignore the pain and listen to what it has to say. I can understand your confusion, but before I forget, congratulations. You have endured much to make it here. Now rest for a while. You've achieved your first goal. It was an incredibly clumsy effort, to say the least, but that's what made it all the more entertaining. I've had this duty for a long time, but this is the first time I've seen a master as truly helpless as you. Nevertheless, be proud of your achievement. Your quick thinking came as a result of nerves and rashness. Thinking about it, the voice sounds like that of a 30-year-old man, and it's really irritatingly smug. For some reason, I can see the owner of the voice as a priest, dressed in a somber cassock. Oh, it's him. Oh, you're curious about my identity. I am honored, but I am insignificant. I am merely a part of the system. I am just a guide, tasked with giving a standard message, and given the personality of a prior participant. I am no more than words, no more than the mountain you just conquered, no more than a record of the past. A record. So if I raise any objections to this voice, does it mean I won't receive any answers in return? Exactly. Well, this is unexpected. You have received a commendation. Something about you having a light. I have no clue who would say such a thing about me. But that short phrase struck my heart because, for some unknown reason, I knew the words were sincere. And as for I expect good things from you, it seemed more like a command than an encouragement. Now, let us commence your baptism. You have proven yourself worthy of the honor. For most, the monotony of everyday life continues on without end. Your decision to look beyond the accepted and progress means you have earned the right to exist. However, you have but taken the first step. Be jubilant, young knight, for the Holy Grail War begins now. I have no idea what he's talking about. The Holy Grail War? The right to exist? That is correct. An object of great power once existed in the world, one that could grant any desire. People called it the Holy Grail, and fought endlessly in an attempt to gain sole possession of it. This war, this system you find yourself in, is now an evolution of those struggles. You stand at the entrance of a deadly struggle, where many magi will perish in pursuit of the Holy Grail. Listen, magi, had I not bestowed upon you the earth desire,
we'd be merely saints capable of committing sin. Now fight to the death. The fiery throne of heaven will only receive those with the strongest of desires.
The voice reverberates throughout this hidden chapel, as if it were the voice of a god. Kill? Magi? Holy Grail that grants wishes? These questions and more swirl inside my head, and almost seem to carve themselves into my flesh.
In war, a weapon is needed. That is your servant. They're the spear that pierces, the shield that protects. A legendary soul whose purpose is to clear your way to the Grail. That is the one who stands beside you.
And will be the best foxwife. Look at those cute ears. Ah! I look over at the young woman with the foxtail, who returns my look with a glowing smile. She is my servant.
It seems you have decided, and with that decision as payment, I now open the gate to the Holy Grail War.
The marks on my hand, my command seal, once again begin to become excruciatingly painful.
It's over. I can't take it anymore.
Down I go. I reach the limits of my endurance, and my mind starts to shut down. As I lose consciousness,
I can vaguely hear the voice's final words. Now let the Holy Grail War begin. No matter the era, deciding who is worthy through battle is the divine providence of man. Magi who have been invited here by the moon, show me your true strength.